That ain't wait. How how are you paying bills right now?
Because you know, I got paid a couple of days ago,
Oh
and usually
shoot.
Hmm?
I dropped my phone. Go ahead.
Oh, I usually pay my bills as soon as I get paid, but I got paid a couple of days ago, and I just have not done it at all. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I'm ahead on everything that I owe, but I'm like, girl, what's taking you so long to open up this laptop and pay these student loans and these credit cards and whatnot? But yeah, so I sat here, I paid three of them just now. I already paid for my car yesterday. And then I'm sitting here thinking, what else do I have to pay for before it just hits my account? Hmm. I know I have parking because I pay for parking, uh, and my storage unit. Hmm. And gym membership. And what else comes out the first of the month? I don't know. But yeah, I just keep paying and keep paying, and hopefully one day someone just, allegedly, someone just hacks allegedly and clears my debt. That'd be great. But until then, I guess I'll just do my due diligence as a citizen.
Uh, or make your payments. Are you? Wait a minute. Someone is trying to coax me. Hold on. This is important. Sorry, y'all. Rude. Okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Wasn't planning on that. Okay. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Okay. Student loans. Yeah. So you work for the government. Won't you get forgiveness after a while?
After years, like you got to put in some years for that one. And
Yeah. Hello.
yeah, I want it off now. But it's cool. It's cool.
Uh,
I'll keep paying because I just think it's funny huh, how they penalize you for whatever your parents make
excuse
with
me.
financial aid, where they're like, "Oh, you could pay this. You could pay this. You don't need that much financial aid." Hello, I'm the one that's gonna be paying the loan, not my parents. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, we could get you a merit scholarship. We could get that for you." And then turn around right after you graduate and be like, "Oh yeah, actually, we gonna want the interest back on that one." Nothing's ever free. There's no such thing as free money. Mm.
Okay. That is very true.
They just loan it to you.
Yeah.
And all
Definitely.
these scholarships are just loaned to you because what they're banking on is just that interest after the fact. They're like, "Oh, this was just a tax write-off, a little donation, if you will."
Sorry, I shouldn't have read those text messages. It's not a donation, you know what I'm saying? You paying back what you owe for the education that you got, which got you this wonderfully fantastic opportunity to work for our nation's government. You looking like nigga,
Mhm.
shut up.
Mhm.
Well, it's better
I
than
said,
getting a teaching degree,
man,
where in
I
some
was
states with 10
born.
years of experience, you're still under 60,000 or under 55,000 with 10 years of experience.
Sometimes I wish I could open my mom's womb back up and just crawl back up in there, but
Okay, we're gonna
I
start
can't.
the show on that note because I ain't. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rob. It's your boy Rob, hosted from My Experience Podcast. Back with another episode. Got the co-hostess with the mostest, Erica. You already know how she's doing. She wants to climb back in her mother's womb. That was the weirdest thing she's ever said on the podcast by far. What? What? Nah, man.
Just be like,
I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am. You should be happy where you are. You have a car. You have money. You have snacks. You have a little bit of a life.
Snacks.
But we're gonna get into a couple things today, y'all. Erica's got the headlines. We're gonna recap our July. And we're not gonna have a bunch of political talk, I promise. Life is funny. Life is funny. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Man, we bike. Yeah. Erica, you ready with headlines? I'm all over the place. I have so many thoughts running through my mind right now. Sorry, headline music. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Why are you looking at me like that? I'm shocked.
I was looking at my headlines email I sent to myself. Breaking. Well, not really breaking, but anyways, these are your headlines. So, a little political, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion performs in support of Kamala Harris at her campaign rally. Megan Thee Stallion.
Why did you say Megan?
Oh.
What the heck?
I was like, I just gave her whole go.
You gave.
Sorry.
Is that even her real name?
Yeah, that's her real name. Her name's Megan Pete.
Yeah. Hey, Megan.
So Meg Thee Stallion performs in support of Kamala Harris at her campaign rally in Atlanta on Tuesday. A lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings and opinions about that, saying that it could have actually probably hurt her campaign more than anything. Multiple banners had the phrase "Hotties for Harris" while Megan performed, and this was in Harris' attempt to meet Gen Z voters where they are and appeal to the crowd of young voters. Yeah. Next headline: U.S. gymnastics scored gold in the Paris Olympics. So this makes And we're gonna need more applause because this makes Simone Biles the most decorated gymnast of all time, and she holds the most Olympic medals of any U.S. gymnast in history.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Here will, here, what did it do? Here will. Here will, here, what did it do? Here will. Here will, here, what did it do? Here will.
I'll be there.
It's crazy, right?
That's a lot.
And on to serious news.
Uh-oh. Why you ain't start with that? You started with Meg Thee Stallion's juiciness. Then you go to Simone Biles' awesome black girl magic, and now you about to get serious? What the heck?
I know. Now that I think about this order was off. So R. Kelly, he has petitioned the U.S. Supreme Court to hear an appeal of his federal sex crime convictions.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
This includes his request to throw out his Chicago conviction for possession of child pornography and entice minors to engage in sexual activity, and claims that the charges should be barred due to the statute of limitations.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there.
He's already serving a 30-year sentence based on his conviction in New York, and for his conviction in Chicago, which he was sentenced to 20 years, just last year, is the one that he's going for the petition for, because his counsel argues that Kelly was wrongfully prosecuted under a federal law, the Protect Act, which was passed in 2003 and made the statute of limitations indefinite for sex crimes with minors. And his counsel is arguing that Kelly was convicted. Basically, what happened that made him convicted happened in the 1990s before the law was passed.
He's trying to retroactivate his crime.
Yes. Yes. And they're arguing that the time should be barred, basically, because the Protect Act came out in 2003 and not in the 1990s.
That's nasty work.
Very nasty work. I don't know how you can live with yourself with that one. But yeah. Ew. Kind of gross you out, give you little shivers. Ugh.
Oh, look at my homeboy on the cruise with his wife. Why is he so stupid? Oh no, I think I have a headline. Someone passed away too.
Interesting. We just ended all the headlines on a serious note.
We did. I don't have the actress's name. It's a young black actress. It's fairly young. I think she was on like 46.
Yes. Ericca Ashe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe it was cancer. So
yes.
Rest in peace to her. Peace, prayers, and blessings to the family. I do remember her work. She was great at what she did. Yeah, there's been a lot of people passing away, man. It's just been wild.
It's scary because of all the different illnesses and diseases that they've been going through too.
Yeah, I'm unsaving some of these headlines, and they're like deaths. Baltimore teacher got his job back. Do I have anything else? Oh, Alec Baldwin's case got dismissed. We didn't discuss that.
Oh,
for the
I remember that.
It was involuntary manslaughter. For those of you who don't know, he was on a movie set, and there was a scene where he had to shoot someone, and the gun he had was loaded with real bullets. And unfortunately, when we reported on this when it happened, I do not have the victim's full name in front of me. Please. Oh. I don't know how to pronounce it. Halyna Helena Hutchins. They dropped the charges, which I mean, I heard on another podcast. It was on a Joe Budden podcast. They were kind of like, it was weird how they felt about it, because I mean, it was a complete accident that was it wasn't his fault. Like, not like when they give you a prop, you use the prop. Mm-hmm. I don't know now, to my knowledge, I don't think there's like any protocol or anything, but like there's no ill will or malice. We're in a movie together and I'm using this prop for the scene. That should have been checked by so many other people and just done correctly. So I don't know why some people on the podcast felt the way, but
and it's happened before, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I remember one movie, it's getting a remake now, and it's been a lot of uproar about it, because the main character, he did pass away during the movie, as they were shooting the movie. He passed away during it because it was another instant of a prop gun, but it actually went off and it killed him.
What movie?
I do remember. No, but it's getting a remake. Like, I see the actor's face. Hold on. And this happened, I want to say, like, either in the 2000s or in the 90s.
I don't know. Maybe
is it this? Yeah, The Crow, 1994, with Brandon Lee.
Oh,
yeah,
Bruce Lee's son.
It's getting a remake, and I remember a lot of people were saying to just leave it alone because someone lost their life during that. So
Sorry to end on a sad note. Those are your headlines.
Right?
Whew. Okay. Nope. Hold on. Testing. No, that's. Oh, I don't have it on here. I don't have it on here. Okay. Good note. Okay. Y'all, we're going to recap our personal July. July had 2 interviews. The last episode, we talked about politics. So we didn't really get to talk about the stuff, all the stuff in between. I actually highlighted mine. Shout out to Nicole Murphy, CEO and founder of Barter Black. Make sure you check the link in the description to sign up for the Barter Black relaunch party. And go back and listen to that episode. Barter Black is a great platform for entrepreneurs who want to barter services with one another. So instead of the financial stress and strain of hiring contractors, you can actually trade skill for skills, you know? Hey, check it out. It's Barter Black. That sounded like an ad. Yeah, so July was an interesting month for me. Was July an interesting... Oh, she drinking. How was your July? Was it good? It's over now. We're at the end.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking. It was good. Didn't really do too much, even though it just felt like I did. I will say that.
You didn't do too much.
I mean, it's like it wasn't like I was like out every weekend. It was more like whenever it came to like Friday or Saturday, I was like, oh my gosh, please no one text me saying that they want to go do something because I do not want to do it. But yeah, it wasn't bad. I did 4th of July with my parents and they went out to their friend's house. So that was interesting being like the only 20 something at a 4th of July cookout with a bunch of people who are like my parents' age, and I'm just sitting there with them drinking, trying to get to know what y'all be talking about.
You ain't got, so you have no cousins or nothing your age?
Oh, they weren't family.
Huh.
My cousins and I, we kind of live in different states right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay. And then I don't think my friends, we weren't doing anything serious, so it wasn't really worth like going to go hang out either. And also because I worked the day right after 4th of July, so I was like, it's fine, like I'm cool. But we just went to their cookout and music was playing, and then they were getting all lively, reminiscent, talking about stuff, and I'm just sitting there looking at them, listening to them. I'm like, man, y'all talking about this type of stuff, and I wasn't even like born yet. I wasn't even a thought. Like
That's how you
I
learn.
was just like, yeah, I was just like an egg. Like that's crazy.
Yo, what is up with you and these birth references?
So that was fun. That was fun. What else happened? Oh, I went out of town because we did have a family reunion on my mom's side of the family. And so we were out of town in I think mid-July, which oh my gosh, that was a lot. It's so many cousins, so many second cousins and third cousins, and all of a sudden you holding people's babies and you're like, whose baby is this? Like, I'm just holding this baby who is your mother? You know, but we had it at like it was almost at not like a park, but it was at like this venue where there was horseback riding, there was basketball court, swimming pools, all this type of stuff for like all the kids and everything like that. So I was at the pool and I was being like the older cousin watching all the kids in the pool, making sure everybody knew how to swim because I'm like, I can't swim. So if you go down, I can't get you.
Oh no.
So it was that. And then also they provided food all day. And they also had an open bar for us too, which was great. I used that up. They had like a
Ericca.
buffet. Hey now. We were outside. I was relaxed. I was like, man, I feel a
There's
nice
nothing wrong with
breeze.
using up the open bar.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm over here. I ain't driving. I'm sitting here talking to my grandma, my grandpa. Like, this is great. And everything, fixing plates for my grandma and everything, going up, get food with my pop. And I think just walking around and seeing so many cousins that I haven't seen because I don't think I've been up there in a couple of years. I haven't been up there since maybe like my high school graduation after that. So it's been like no, not 8 years. Good gracious, what am I saying? It's been about maybe 5.
Same
Still
thing.
close, but maybe. Yeah.
Same
It's been
thing.
about like 5 or so years. So I was like, yeah, it was time. But I think my mom, because my mom like organized the thing with her cousins. So they organized it for like the past year and planning it and everything. So they want to make it something that we do every year and also to start incorporating the younger generations because a lot of my family don't know that they're family. I know who's family. And I think it's just because I sat around my grandma a lot when I was younger. So I was able to kind of put faces to names and everything like that. But yeah, it was really fun. I was exhausted. Also, there was one of my cousins got married. So we were at her wedding or her wedding reception that weekend too. So it was just nice being around so much family and just seeing people that you haven't seen in years. It was really good.
It's always good to catch up with family. And you do want to have reunions. Ooh, excuse me. At a set cadence, just to keep up with everyone, because they grow up so fast, man. Like your little cousins and stuff like that. And then, especially as you get older, you just want to connect with your family in general. Like I have relationships with certain parts of my family and not others. Not for lack of anything. Just the way I grew up and who I was in close proximity of. So it's cool to be able to see people come down from other parts of the country, and just catch up with them as well. My highlight of July had to be the 4th, man. I talked about this again during our interview with Nicole. Like, just like when you are in a new role in the family, you're no longer the kid. You're the one now where they're like depending on you to do the adult stuff. Like, you're the adult. And one of the coolest things I got to do, and this may seem, if you're this type of person, you'll get it. So like one of my cousins, who's pretty much like a big brother, my cousin Antoine, shout out to him. Like this mug looked out for me like no other when I was in college and even after college, loaning money, just life advice. Like he was there for all of my bumps in the road. And then I got to a point when I was like, all right, you need to get your stuff together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, got my stuff together and stuff like that. So then I was able to give back. And so we all got up. It was me and a few of my cousins, and then my other cousin, I ain't gonna say his name because he's private. But we all got up. I got to meet my baby cousin for the first time. She's so sweet and precious. And we decided to go to the beach. So I was like, I got you. I'm gonna come with y'all or whatnot. So I had my own hotel room. Oh, yo, having your own hotel room and not staying in anybody's house is the business when you're out of town to visit family. It's just
I wish.
It's a whole different level. Like nobody can ask you anything. You can go to sleep for as long as you want. You can wake up when you want. It is just another level of peace. If you got a sneaky link in that city, you ain't got to worry about nothing, yo. Nobody trying on your shirt. Nobody taking your phone charger. Nothing. So, and my AC kicked on. Please hold. As I was saying before the AC interrupted me, having your own hotel room is the business when you are out of town visiting family. So, I woke up early that morning and I went. And it was just such a good feeling to have, look my cousin in the eye and say, all right, man, I got it, y'all ride with me. My aunt got in the front seat. No, did my aunt ride with me? Who rode with me? Yes. My aunt rode with me, and then my cousin and his son. So it was the 4 of us in my car. And man, it's just like when you have people, and that's an aunt who looked out for me a lot too. So when you have people in your life who really look out for you, and these people, we're the people that people come to all the time when they need stuff. So it's dope to be able to give back to those people, because those are the people that people never really give back to often. So even though it was just a ride to the beach and then, hanging out in the water and watching the kids and making sure nothing happens to them and carrying all the crap to the beach and back and just laughing and reminiscing, that just felt so good just to have that moment and just to be in that space of like, yo, like we grown, like, you're grown because you do grown adult stuff, but when you like have the next generation like that, my little cousins jumping on my back and stuff, I'm like, dang, like that used to be me, you know what I'm saying? And now like my cousin has a kid and now he's looking at me like big cuz, and like it felt so good, man. And it was the most relaxed I've been in a long time. I am highly stressed most of the time. Simply because I'm trying to do a lot of things in my life and restraints. But man, that was very relaxing. Got to eat some crab. I really didn't eat that much. I don't know what was up with my appetite. My favorite Chinese spot closed down. I'm mad. So I got some pho. It turned into a pho spot. So that's cool.
Oh, what's the difference between pho and ramen? I really want to know because I want to try both.
That is a great question. I thought ramen was the actual noodles. Well, pho has a bunch of bean sprouts. I don't know what the leaf is called. They basically almost stick a branch in there. And then you have the noodles, the broth, and then whatever meat that you choose. I don't know what the difference is. We have to look it up.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I want to try I want to go and try pho, but then I'm like, I really know I want to try ramen too, like with the way that it's all dressed up, with, like the egg in there and everything like that. I'm like, ooh, that'd be good on like a nice, like rainy day.
I don't know that ramen is as soupy, and I don't know that they use the same noodles.
Yeah.
I don't know that they use the same noodles. I don't think so. Because the pho noodles, I don't know. I know the pho noodles are like white. They might, I don't know, because I've never had official ramen, so I don't want to speak wrong to all the ramen lovers out there. So
Let us know.
yeah, let us know. For real. Ramen, I've wanted ramen ever since I started watching Naruto, however you pronounce it. Boy, they be tearing that ramen up on that show, and I'd be like, oh.
Seeing like the
delicious.
videos of how people dress it up and everything, I'm like, I wasn't making it like that. I was just putting the water in it and put it in the microwave. Y'all dressed it up and everything.
Well, one thing I noticed, and again, I haven't had the authentic thing, pho is definitely more soup than anything.
Okay.
So, like, the focus is, like, the broth, the meat, and all the extra. Like, the noodles are there, but, like, ramen is, like, it's soupy. It's, like, a balance. It's almost like milk and cereal type of deal.
It's like...
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry. But nah, what else happened in your July? I'm trying to think of what else happened in July.
I went to go see a scary movie with my friends, which was fun. Because I love scary movies, even though I will be terrified as I'm watching it. I love scary movies. Just being in a theater. And I know this sounds so... I love AMC theaters, or I like theaters, not really like the Alamo. I like the theaters like that, AMC or like Regal Cinema, things like that, only because I feel like the atmosphere is different, and I kind of like watching a scary movie with a crowded theater and people just saying stuff, like as we're all reacting to it. I love that because it makes me feel we're not alone in this. We all gonna have nightmares. And also because they give out ICs. Alamo does not. Hoffman Center, all of them, they give out milkshakes. I do not want to go to a movie and drink a milkshake. I'm sorry. I want an icy. So, yeah. So I loved it because the entire time that I'm sitting there with my friend and all these scary parts keep coming out, we both like, woo, woo, like in the theater and everything. But No one else was doing it with us, and I think it was because we were at the Alamo, which sucked. But because I knew that the audience over at AMC, they would have been right there with us. But yeah, I do enjoy seeing scary movies, and I've had nightmares since seeing it. But I love it.
What did you go see?
I went to go see Longlegs, which I was obsessed. I
Oh,
wanted
I need to go
to
see
see it
that.
so bad. Yeah. And every time that I turn my light off before I go to bed at night, I keep thinking that I hear him doing cuckoo. I kid you not.
I
It's
don't know
just
what that is, but I'm gonna have to go see it.
it's just like you just keep hearing it before, and it's almost like seeing Hereditary. And I'll never forget when I went to go see Hereditary with my friends, and me and my brother, we were traumatized because I took him with me. And we were traumatized having to come out of that theater and drive home, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. And the main thing that the girl kept doing in that movie, she kept doing. So we were terrified driving home in the dark, and I was just like in silence. I was like, if I hear her, I'm crashing the car. I don't care what happens. I'm crashing. And I was like, it's just weird. You just feel like you're so immersed in like the scary movies and everything that after you watch it, you feel like you're still in it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you're almost in a movie yourself. So, but I like it. Maybe I'll brush it off by next week, thinking that I won't hear any more cuckoo or anything like that. Like, also, I noticed after I watch a scary movie, I have to like be looking out the corner of my eye with like that peripheral vision. And I'm like, if something moves, I kid you not.
I'll be damned.
You
Or
scary,
like,
yo. Why do you watch these movies if they do that to you? Why?
because I really do like the thrill. Like it's almost the equivalent of like roller coasters. I absolutely cannot, like I can't do a roller coaster. But going to
Huh?
see a scary movie, I can't do it. That feeling, I do not like that feeling. But I can be okay with that feeling if I'm in a scary movie. I can't do the whole heights and then the pause right before you guys drop and then
Oh man, it's
it feel like
beautiful.
my chest caving in. I can't do that. But I will, because I will boohoo cry on the roller coaster. But I will go to a
I'll
movie.
be damned.
Yeah. Yeah. The
You'll
last time
cry on the roller coaster.
oh, absolutely. At my big age, I absolutely will. I remember the last time I was on a roller coaster, I was a freshman in college, and my brother came and got me, and we went to Fright Night at King's Dominion. And I remember we did the Intimidator 3 times. And me and him were just sitting next to each other. And he knew I was terrified of this roller coaster. And I could not breathe. I thought I passed out during that ride
Why would you
because
do it 3 times?
he said, let's do it again. And I was
I'll
just
be
like,
damned.
I was like, I'm not gonna leave you to just ride this by yourself. And it's Fright Night. Like, I
I'll
don't
be
wanna
damned.
I was like, no, I'm not gonna be a chicken. Like, I'm gonna grow out of this. I did not grow out of it. I was sitting there like this, holding the bar for dear life. The tears were like flying from my face. It, it was bad. Like I was sitting like it was to the point where like you couldn't even scream because of how fast you were going. Every time that I went to scream, it was like I lost all like my breath and everything. So I was sitting there telling myself in my head, I was like, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. And then we finally made it through and he said, let's do it again. I was like, brother, I will pass out and you're just gonna have to drive me home after this. I don't know what to tell you. But it was fun.
Why would you do something you don't want to do 3 times? What's wrong with you?
Because I really was trying to psych myself out of it. I was like, hey girl, like you're like 18, 19 now. Like you think you like not scared of roller coasters anymore? And nope. I still definitely am.
Oh my
Still
gosh.
100%.
Crying is such a weird reaction though. Like that feeling is weird, but yeah.
And then yeah, that's why I won't do roller coasters, but for some reason that feeling I can do it if we go to haunted houses. Like I love going to haunted houses knowing sure well I'm a scream every step that we make up in there. I think one time I screamed so bad back in October that also I lost my voice too before we
You
even
told
went
that
to
story
the...
on here.
Yes. I lost my voice. And the thing was, I lost my voice because I had a sinus infection like the week before, but it took my voice away for some reason. And then so I didn't have a voice as we went to the haunted house. So then my voice was gone for like 4 weeks, like after that, because they were coming up to me in the haunted house, jumping at me, and I was like, like an old man. And so
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
And so then I had like the worst voice ever. I would go into the building and say like good morning to security, and they'd be like, "Oh, like when's your voice coming back?" So,
dang, Erica.
I just be doing stuff. It's cool.
So you had an adventurous July, far more than mine. I really can't think of anything else that I did, and I'm really, really mad. Did I see Carl? Is that when I visited Carl Van? Was that? No, that wasn't July.
Yes.
That was June.
It was June? I thought that
Yeah.
was or did you talk with me beginning of July? Okay.
I must have talked to you about it. That was June.
Okay.
Shout out to Carl Van, founder of Pass the Peas app. What else did I do in July? I'm mad now. I feel like something significant happened in July and I can't remember. Well, it sucks. All right, well, I'm going to pivot. And do you have anything else you want to share from July before I pivot? As you bite your food. That's a no. She doesn't. If she does, she'll come back to it. Eat your food. I want to talk about the positive vibe I gave this week, which was what did you learn? And basically learning from your L's. So recently I took 2 L's. One was, I would say, a big L, and one was just kind of like, it is what it is. They were both L's. And sometimes we forget as adults that there's a lesson in everything. It may sound cliche, but it can really turn things around because, as an adult, you become more, you start to lose that childlike belief. Like when you're a kid, how you literally can believe you can do anything.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you start realizing what probability and possibilities and responsibilities, all the illities start kicking in. Realities, all them shits start kicking in. And you're like, You start to realize the cost of being able to do these things, right? So, it's no secret. One of the things I've been doing on here is looking for a new job. And I was talking to someone, and then I made her mad. And then I apologized, but she told me to kick rocks. And this is the first time I did it. And it wasn't, my opinion, it wasn't anything serious. And then there was no ill will or intent or none of that. Like, it wasn't like I said anything derogatory to her. I just brought something to her attention for a second time. And yeah, but what that said to me is, okay, if this is how you resolve conflict, then I saved myself, because it's like, if someone offends you, and then you're upset, and then they apologize for offending you, like, hey, like, and then especially when you know the person's intent, you know how they've treated you up until that point has been genuine, and your response is like kick rocks. I think that's corny. So I'm like, all right, cool. It is what it is. If that's how you deal with conflict, then good luck. That's not someone I could ever be with.
Saved you.
Yeah. I could never be with someone like that anyway. So it sucks. But
people aren't perfect. So you can't just shut down automatically and expect them to be perfect when you're not perfect yourself.
That part. But all good, no shade, no nothing like that. So, but actually what I learned from that situation is the saying, believe who they are when they tell you. Because like old Rob might have called her, might have tried to talk and work things out. I'm good on that. I'm good on people I'm good on these people out here, people in general, men, women, whoever. I'm good on the people who ain't trying to meet you at least halfway, or 30% or 40%. When you trying to make me put in all the work to maintain the relationship, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Especially once we've established some type of relationship, and you know my intentions and you know my personality, like you know my reputation. I'm good on that. So that was one thing. Another is very adultish. So looking to move to the A, need a job. And I had a potential one, but I didn't get it, which sucks
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
But this is what I learned though. You know, one, moving takes a lot. It encompasses a lot. And I did a lot of research on Georgia, the Atlanta area. I mean, a lot. North, south, east, west, inner city. Like, I have learned so much about living in Atlanta and the neighborhoods, the cost of homes. I downloaded a bunch of information that is going to be extremely helpful when that opportunity arises. But what this last one did was, I talked to shout out to my boy Eric. Check out Ox Cord Wars, y'all. Make sure you follow Ox Cord Wars. Shout out to Jay Dukes. I talked to my boy Eric who lives down there, and he was giving me some pointers and stuff like that. And he named an area that I was thinking about moving to, but it was kind of far from where I'd be working. But when I looked, I was like, okay, you know, it's like a 30-minute drive. It would have been a hybrid position, so I ain't got to do it every day. I was like, cool. And so in my research, I'm like, well, what else is on the west side that's a good town? And I came back to a town or a city that I did research on earlier, but for some reason I stepped away from it. But when I went back this time and dug deeper, it literally gave me like a warm and tingly feeling inside. Like, it literally... The location for me, like when I think about my life, my lifestyle, how close or far I like to be from things, it's perfect. And I didn't see it before, but now I saw it, and I don't think I would have saw it because I had a previous opportunity before this. I also didn't get. Had either one of these two opportunities came about, I never would have even looked at that place again. It wasn't even on my list anymore, and I don't remember why. But now that I've gone back to it and taken some time to dig deeper, I'm like, that's the perfect location. So now, when I get the right opportunity, I already know where I want to be. I already have apartment complexes picked out. I already know the pricing of homes. I already looked up the home buying programs that the Atlanta area, or Georgia rather, offers. So I downloaded this last time around. I downloaded a lot of information because I really thought I was going to get it, and I really thought I was going to be moving in like 30 days. So I really downloaded a lot of information that I otherwise probably wouldn't have. So I'm thankful for that. That's what I got out of this, you know. So though I didn't get the job that I wanted, I downloaded some information that is actually going to give me way more peace of mind and comfort when I do get ready to make the move, because I already know what to do. Like, I already know the logistics of everything. I know what it's going to, well, as of now, what it's going to cost, where I'm going to be. I'm going to be near parks and trails. I'm going to not be too far from the airport. Not going to be too far from Perimeter Mall. Not too far from the Battery, which are like main attractions. Not too far from downtown. It's like, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. And I'm thankful. And that really gave me peace. Like, it sucked at first, but I was like, yo, like, that peace I got finding that location, that's what I've been looking for. Because everything was kind of like, oh, I can do this here. Oh, I can do that there. It don't matter. I'm just trying to get there. Now it's like, oh, shoot. Like, this is the spot. This, like, down to the apartment complex I wanted is right off of a main strip with all the restaurants. Y'all know I'm fat on the inside. So I was like, dang, I ain't got to go far for food. I ain't got to go far for entertainment. And I'm an introvert anyway. So... yeah, so I just say all that to say, like, sometimes you might not get your desired result, but there's always a lesson in it. And find peace and comfort in that lesson. What did you learn? Because that can help you grow. It can help you grow. And one thing I've been saying to myself, I'm like, you know, I've been frustrated, kind of been down and out. And I'm like, remember all that you're going through and what you're learning and how you're evolving as a person, because that is going to help prepare you for the next step. And lo and behold, I got a text message, as you probably heard at the beginning of this episode, about another opportunity that I have to look into.
Yay!
Yeah.
Applause.
Might be seeing you soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, applause. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. We'll see. Because y'all, oh, Jesus. Y'all prices.
I know. The Northerners. Yeah, we are.
Prices.
I'm going through it now.
How much apartments over there cost?
My apartment went from $1,750 to $22. and it was a 1 bedroom with no balcony.
What about a house?
Okay. Because I've been on.
I'll be damned.
Because I've been on Redfin, right? Because I've been trying to narrow down the neighborhoods I want to live in by next year. And man, the prices of these houses have been horrible. It's diabolical.
You gotta move further south, don't you?
I was it, and I refuse. I refuse to live in Stafford. I refuse to live in Stafford.
I lived in
refuse to live in
Stafford.
Manassas. Yeah,
I used to live in Stafford. Yeah. So you're gonna have to pay at least $650 or better.
Yeah. Cause I've been touring different like condos and townhomes and everything because I have like 5 neighborhoods that I know for a fact I will live there if I have to. But I've mapped out the rest. They in the area.
Oh, where you at now?
Because I wanted to try to shorten my commute. And it's not because I want to get to the city. No, I just want to shorten my commute because I'm driving like 45 minutes to an hour 30 away, depending on traffic, you know? So I just wanted to shorten my commute. But for you to live so close into the city like that, they want you to live in a shoebox and say, make it work. And charge you practically, I want to say those apartments like in DC, they're going for like, I've seen a 1 bedroom go for like 25 and be 600-700 square feet. I said, excuse me, I'm grown. I have a lot of clothes. Okay. Like I have so many clothes. Like I need a walk-in closet. And not just that, I have a cat. Okay, she's gonna need her own bedroom because we cannot share a bedroom.
Your cat's gonna. All right, I'm gonna end the episode right there.
No, only because she legit like. Imagine, I'm okay because I'm living with my parents right now, and she sleeps in the room with me. You wake up at 3 a.m. because you hear. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay, so she's doing this in the litter box at 3 a.m.
We don't hear it.
You don't hear it?
No.
Hold on.
No, we don't.
Oh my gosh! You see that how I'm moving the mic around? It's noise
canceling, okay?
Okay.
Wait, anyways, let me do it.
So, like, just claw against the wall or on your desk.
Can you hear
that? No, not really. Okay, so this is what it sounds. I'm gonna just have to make the noise with my mouth. It's like meow, 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 meow. Claws on wall. She's in the litter box. 3 a.m. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Why? She's not pooping. She's clawing the wall. That's my like the amount of times that I've woken up, half sleep, and I'm already blind to begin with. So like I'm like really squinting trying to see her in the dark. And she's just clawing the wall. And I'm like, what are you doing? I said, you're just making noise for no reason. So now I have to sleep with like 4 pairs of socks next to me. So when she starts doing that, I just gotta like throw it blindly, and to just stop her because it's like she gets caught in a trance where she's just like wow, 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 just clawing. And I'm like, there's nothing for you to cover anymore. You just went in here just to play. Like you just playing in the litter box. So sometimes she does that and it drives me crazy because you just have like random half sleep. Or if there's a stray cat in our like backyard or like a fox
loud
or a coyote. Oh my gosh. She will, and she's a clumsy cat. So she will jump into the window, not jump onto the windowsill. No, she jumps into the window.
Wow.
And makes all this noise because she's clumsy. She can't really tell. Her vision ain't that good. I can see that. But she does that just to like be like meow, meow, meow. No matter what time of day it is. And you can't get her to move away from it. So me being in my bedroom with her for a year, it's been about a year now. Oh my gosh. I've had spray bottles, I've had socks, when I go to sleep, I'm sleeping with both in my arms because I just had to be prepared for whatever night we're about to have. I,
I'm a fan of the spray bottle.
I have to do that. My dad, he has like a little water gun that he uses now because when she gets the zoomies at like 2 in the morning and you just see like this little black shadow just running in the hallway, you're like, oh my God. Especially if you just like watch a scary movie. She's the main reason why I'll have nightmares because I'll wake up and she's like staring at me.
She's
She's like this
nocturnal?
close to my face. Basically, a lot of cats are apparently. And it doesn't help that she's a black cat. And yes, I adopted her knowing she was a black cat because they do not get adopted as frequently as others because people think of witchcraft and everything like that. So I'm happy that I have her. It's also her birthday today. She turned 6. Love you, Tootie. Mwah. She's over there on the couch
Chilling.
chilling. So sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll be asleep, but then I'll feel like the sensation that I'm being like watched, and I wake up and she's like this close to my face, just watching me, and not just doing that, but she's also like purring. So it's just weird, and that's why I said I need another bedroom so that she can be there during nighttime because she's creeped me out the past year. I don't know what this obsession thing that she got going on with her nighttime activities, but it needs to stop. So I've been touring and looking, and a lot of the houses that I like on Redfin, I like them. I send them to my mama. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. And then they tell me the HOA, and I'm like, I hate it here.
Oh, what are the HOA prices like?
Okay, so get this. One of the one of the condos that I toured, right? No balcony. No balcony, and it's basically like almost set up like an apartment building. And it was a 2-bedroom, nothing crazy, like 1,200 square foot, and nothing crazy. Like, yeah, it had a garage, but it was more of like a garage for like everybody and everything like that. HOA was 770. I said, who?
A month?
And who? A month.
For what?
So,
what was the covering?
So while they couldn't tell me. They said,
Nah,
oh, because you don't have
B.
to take care of anything outside. I said, outside? I said, there's no
I can't even
balcony.
get. Yeah, there's no balcony. What? Outside? 700 a month from this whole building?
Yes. And I kid you not, I was sitting here, I was like, what are we paying for?
Did
like,
you have
what's
a security
going on?
guard?
No.
You had a pool?
No. I didn't even see a pool, but I guess there was a pool, but they were just saying because they're like, you're right off of 95. Like, this is the place to be. I said, is it? Is it really, brother?
Not for no 700 a month is absolute. Like, I need to know what I'm getting. Are y'all cleaning my apartment twice a month? Like, is this including cable, internet, water, electricity? Yeah. Like, what? That's a grip.
The elevator, first of all, the hallways were way too skinny. So you were also thinking about how you're going to be able to move furniture into the building. And the elevators, it was 2 elevators and they were both rickety. So I'm like, what's the money for HOA and condo fees going towards if we in this old building? So while the condo was priced fairly cheap, where I was like, oh my gosh, love it. That HOA condo fee jumped it to another $1,000.
How much was it?
So it was, I think it was on the market for $470. So for a 2-bedroom, 1,200 square foot.
I can't do it.
No balcony.
I can't do it, yo. And where was it? Where you are now?
Yeah. That's why I was sitting here like, excuse me, but it was one that. And I kid you not, when you saw the estimated monthly payment breakdown, on Redfin. It looked like it was gonna cost you about like 22, 23
Mhm.
or so. And I was like, okay, that's fair, that's valid, whatever, for that price. And the housing market has been kind of crap lately. But once you saw that HOA condo fee and you added that to it, it jumped it straight to like 31. And I said, whoa, brother, a little too much. Let's take it easy for a second.
First of all,
Um,
do you know what kind of house you can get down here for 22 something
exactly.
hundred a month
Exactly.
with
I
a
was like, I'm
yard and
like,
space from your neighbor?
because I know my parents' mortgage for our house, it's not even that expensive. That's why I was like, ain't no way. I said, I'm not paying more than what they pay for their mortgage for the house that they have. There's no way. And so I was heartbroken when I saw that it was under contract, but then I was like, hey now, who was gonna pay that bill? It wasn't gonna be me. I was like,
Yo,
that thing
dumb
was gonna be
prices.
foreclosed. The bank was just gonna have to snatch that one from me. I would be like, I'm a squatter. Like, there's no way.
What you're talking about is like the biggest drawback I had to the DMV area. I want a house with a yard and all this, but that I'm looking. Oh, excuse me. I'm just like, maybe I don't need all that because
Yeah.
just thinking and looking, the pricing, yo, what?
And that's my thing is I even told my parents, I was like, I know I'm not tripping because I'm not even asking for much. I just want something over 1,000 square foot. Simple.
That is simple.
Two bedrooms, at least two bedrooms, because I would like to have an office space. Two bathrooms. I do not want to just have one bathroom. I would like to have two bathrooms, two bedrooms. And if I'm going to be paying an arm and a leg, it better give me some type of incentive where I need garage access. I do not want to be parking in a parking lot. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I'm at the point now where I'm like, no, I want to make sure that I can open a garage or you don't know if I'm home or not. I said, because I'll be living
Yes.
by myself and I don't need someone monitoring and checking to see if I'm home. You can't tell. The garage is closed, babes. So I need that. And that was like the one thing that I was like really like I guess headstrong on. And I was like, I'm not backing down from that. It has to have a garage. I don't care if it's a garage for everybody, but it needs to have a garage. And I said, we could have a balcony, but you're not gonna jip me on the balcony if I'm gonna be paying for it. So when I toured one of the condos back at the beginning, oh my gosh, actually, I think it was around this time last year. I ended up touring two style condo townhomes from the same development.
Mhm.
And it's like behind us. I toured those, and I kid you not, I fell in love with it. For the first model, I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I could totally see myself living here. This is gonna be great. And then we saw the balcony. Legit, you step out,
That's the
that's the
whole
balcony.
balcony.
Yeah, I was like, you gonna charge me in the upper floors for this little balcony? And she's like, yeah, and this one has a balcony. I said, a balcony? I said, babes, this is a window. This ain't nothing.
Two people couldn't fit out there?
No, you couldn't even fit out there. It was like you walked out and then you had to side shuffle to turn around to come back in. I was like, ain't no way. I said, you can't even fit a chair out here.
Yeah, if you can't put a chair out there, that is not a balcony.
Yeah. It was so skinny. And she was like, yeah, you could come out, have your morning coffee. I said, who's having their morning coffee here? I said, I'm gonna be stressed because you can't sit down, you can't relax. The sun's beaming down on your forehead. Like, there's nothing. I said, there's nothing.
I'll be damned.
You might as well be inside and just look out the window. Like,
Oh my god! You should have sent me a picture. I need to see this.
I'm gonna send you the listings because they've been emailing me for a year now saying, hey, don't you want to come back and tour? Hey, we're doing this and that. Hey, we're having an open house. I said, I do not care. I said, I don't care until you guys make something right with that townhouse. And then that was the other reason why I was so mad was because the bottom level was 1,600 square feet, and they were basically going to charge you about 475, 480 base. So if you wanted anything to be upgraded or anything like that, it was going to run you some money and everything. And the HOA fee, it was $200, so it covered like internet and cable. All of it was combined for like internet, cable, and then trash, things like that. So the HOA was fairly cheap, but I was like 480 for base, like nothing. I said, and that balcony was, and then we went upstairs. To toward the bigger, I guess, the bigger version of it, which was the second model, and it was like 2,500 square feet upstairs. Their balcony, beautiful, gorgeous. It was practically a covered balcony where you could fit. It had a fireplace in it, so that for hosting, ceiling fans, and you could fit like practically a whole couch.
That's what you need.
Guess how much?
600.
I loved that balcony.
600.
It was going for the base model price for that was between $545 and $550. And I said, now look at me. I told her, look at me. I said, who's gonna give me a loan for a $500,000 house? I said, let's just be honest, okay?
You can do it.
Why? I was like,
they give it to you. Your credit's good. You have a good job.
Yeah, but I was like, my credit age is, I still don't have like, it's young. So I was like, girlfriend, I said, you could offer me this $550,000 condo townhouse that you knew I was gonna love, like, because the balcony is exactly what I wanted.
That's what they do.
I'll be damned.
Motivation.
I was so mad, and then I was even more upset when I went into the balcony and I looked down, and you could see that little smidgen crumb of a balcony. I was like, so either I just forfeit and get this balcony with the breadcrumb, or I gotta go break an arm and a leg and be house poor just to get the balcony I want. I
Come
said,
up with another 100,000.
Yes, over another 100,000. And also, I was just like, that was also when I was at my other job, my previous job, and I was just like, ain't no way. I was sitting there doing the numbers, and I said, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna get another job, and then I'm gonna get another job. I'm gonna be DoorDash on the side. I said, there's no way.
Yeah.
I would not be asleep.
I'm gonna be DoorDashing on the side. I'm gonna not be asleep. Yeah, you gonna be.
I was so
mad. For that
mad.
expensive behind place just for you to sleep and go to work, because you'll never be there to do anything else.
I was sitting telling myself, I said, okay, so I work from 7 to 3:30. I could pick up another shift at the mall. I could do something. I could do an overnight job, and then I could DoorDash all the time. And then I had to stop and be like, look at yourself. Like, you really about to work 3 jobs for this?
No.
So,
yeah.
That's housing in the DMV. Love it.
Y'all, message to the Black brothers coming up.
I'm gonna send you the listing.
Send it for real.
Piss me off so bad. I lied. That for the small condo, it was gonna be $33.44 per month for the crumb of a balcony.
33.40.
Yeah, I sent you the listing.
$3,300.
Yes, I said so. Not only can I not afford the balcony I want, but I can't even afford the breadcrumb balcony.
Oh,
like,
it's in that neighborhood where I was at.
I had my heart set on that one model, the 2400 model, because they're building like a town center and everything. And I was like, if I can get in before they build the town center, this would be great for me to rent out when I finally move somewhere else in the future. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're talking about.
I wanted to cry. I think when she handed me the pamphlet and like the little brochure packet folder and everything, like, yeah, just give us a call if you ever think about it. I said, I'm blocking you. Like, I'm legit blocking your number. Don't ever call me, contact me again.
Own for as little as $33.44
Yes!
a month, y'all. That is ridiculous. All right, brothers. Short, sweet message. Get out and vote. The end. Go vote. Tell your homeboys to vote. It counts. It matters. Go vote. And that's all we got. That's the end of the episode. Finito. Finish. Vote. Everybody. Ericca, you got anything else you need to say to the peoples?
No. Peace. And it's my cat's birthday. She turned 6. Yay! She's a little old lady.
Until next time, take care of yourselves physically, mentally, financially. We'll catch y'all. Peace.